Hey guys, what it is your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the drama like prison wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping, girl, to see justice before it all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Let me take a little seat here. But yes, so today, oops, it is. I always give you the date, just in case we reflecting back or whatever. Today is May the 2nd. It's already May. Wow. May the 1st went by so fast. So y'all already know what time that means. It is for me. That means I have less than 60 days now to find my apartment or to figure out what I'm going to do about my apartment. Y'all know I've been searching since before January, and literally everything is locked in. It's hard to get anything out here in these Orlando streets as far as apartment wise. I actually did hear that it's just as hard to find a house. I had a cousin that came out here looking to get a house here because he wants to relocate. I think he found what he was looking for, but it was difficult. And surprisingly, he only, he did it within a week. So I'm to that point where now I am below the 60 days. I needed to give the place that I'm at the notice, like 60-day notice, but I have nowhere to go. So now the way they have it set up, if you give a 60-day notice, they literally want you out. It is no longer a kind of a, what do you call that? Like a guard you put up just in case you move. No, once you turn in that intent to vacate, they want you out. So you can't literally turn in an intent to vacate because you have nowhere to vacate to. So it's a stuck situation. So I'm trying not to let we finna move that from up here in the front of my mind all the way back here. Let's go all the way down to the nape of my neck. I can't fix it, so I can't worry about it. But anyways, so I was supposed to do a live with you guys last night, but I was so exhausted. So then it got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm not going to do the live because the live is like an hour and something. And y'all know I set up with the intentions to draw and paint, and I just get so infused into the conversation. Let me know if you're liking the lives. Where I'm going through and reviewing other wrongful conviction stories and other stories of justice. Not just the same Marchello Jackson song and dance. Now, I am going to compare Marchello Jackson to these cases because I'm building the case for my husband, but I have to show you supporting. I go in the living room. Only got a few minutes. Kristen, you know I'm going to do that. I'm not. Okay. So she's upset about me using her phone. That's why this is so difficult. I don't know why I keep going on with this. I just don't want my YouTube to take the shot that it's going to take if I don't upload anymore. Like just as my YouTube got ready to grow and take off, I lose the device that I need. This is another reason too, because like she kind of gets passive aggressive anytime she sees me use her phone. But literally I record the video. I don't utilize her phone the way I utilize mine. I record, and it's just too much stuff to take off. When I record a video on her phone, I literally just record it. I run off to work. Our internet is so super slow. That's why y'all used to all the time see me at the Walmart uploading using their mega Wi-Fi. So I literally record a video most times now before I go to work. while she's getting ready and stuff like that. And I would leave it to upload until, while I'm at work, it'll come out, whatever. But yeah, so this is why I started just trying to mainly do my lives off my tablet, off of what I have. I tried to go live off my laptop. I do have a laptop, but I don't know what happened. I'm probably got to try that again because I wanted to compare. But sometimes when my tablet, it's quite fuzzy because for some reason, the Apple tablets, I don't know why I don't know if this is all tablets, they don't have good camera quality. But anyways, I was going to tell you a whole different story till she sidetracked me. But it makes me feel even worse for using her phone. So I got to stop. I got to find a way to, I don't know. I really don't know. Or should I just let my channel go? All the hard work that I've done to build it. Okay, so anyway, we're going to flip the page and we're not going to think about that right now, whether I'm going to delete my channel right as I'm finally, after 10 years, getting it to grow. Or just abandon it so that the growth that I have, I just lose it. But things were so crazy last week. It's like the longest stint of opposite day. I feel like, look, Marchello used to play this one song, Vice Versa. Anytime he got mad at me, like he would go play that song. Like I didn't like smoking or nothing like that. But whenever he would get mad at me, he would go and basically smoke him something and he would play the song, Vice Versa. And it was by Pastor Troy. If I can find it, I'll link it in the description box. But that song, it started out with, if heaven was hell and vice versa, if I told you go to heaven, would you say I cursed you or reimbursed you? So I'm like, the song made no sense back in the day. But literally, it feels like we're living in a parallel universe where everything good is bad and everything bad is good. And it only gets worse by each day and by each year and by each decade. Now, the ones that, like, how bad you are is contingent upon how really good you actually really are and how good you strive to be. Point and key, like narcissistic situations that I tend to always engulf. Most of my relationships are narcissistic. And I've referred to them in the past, which I thank God for giving me the knowledge to have the key terms to identify, to know exactly what I'm dealing with. Because in the past, I was just like confused, like, I know this ain't right. And basically gaslight yourself. I know those terms now, that where you kind of make, because you've been gaslit so much, you start to believe the lies and you gaslight your own self. Like, so a lot of the unbroken cycles in my life are reflective of the unhealthy relationships I've had in my life, mostly being family members, right? So those same things, no matter how good I try to be, no matter how much I love them, it's like I receive hate for love. I mean, the more I love you, the more I go out on a limb for you, the more I support you, the increased rate of hate I get back. And if I ever decide that, hey, in this moment, I can't really support you because I'm breaking down, I'm falling down, then I'm just really the bad guy. If I can ever take the attention off of you and put it on me for just a second, because me not attending to me in my own garden is the reason. So yes, it is my fault I am where I am in life, because I've attended to everyone's garden around me but me. And that's why I see them flourishing in their beautiful gardens and their beautiful success and careers and everything. And I see me with dead weeds and hard work and bear nothing. So it's all opposite. And it's almost like the good are condemned and the bad are praised and exalted, and they just get everything. I want to do a video about that too. So I had this thing where, I don't know, I started thinking, girl, you got to be cursed. Like, I don't care how good you try to be, how kind you are, how you try to already plan out things, because you know things always go left for you. So you take more time planning before you even take a step. You planning that step plus the next 100 to 20 steps playing out in your mind, because you already know how much opposition you already meet. And you can kind of veer over to your side and see that someone trying with the same goal with very much less effort, they kind of just complete that step like that. And you're like mind blown. So you're like, okay, I got to focus on me, but you still cannot understand why your steps are one step forward and 12,000 back. And I don't know. So I started this series called Everybody Hates Chris, because I'm like, the worst just happens to me. And it's like, no matter how good I try to be, dumb situations just follow me. Like, I literally could not lose stupid situations if I tried. Right, so I had so many last week. It was crazy. It was so ironic, and I started likening myself. Like, the character that I actually basically identify most with is Everybody Hates Chris. Y'all know Chris tried to be his best. He was a good little boy. He tried to, but no matter what he did, it was almost ironic that he was always the one getting punished. He was always the one caught. He was always the one. And it messes with your mind, because you're like, dang, so for me to actually succeed, maybe I need to not be so good. Maybe I need to be the complete opposite of me, because I am watching and looking around and seeing everyone opposite of me that are not trying, that are getting over, that are just sitting there waiting on handouts. They're literally getting those handouts and making it. Maybe I got life wrong by trying to work hard. That's the same American dream bull crap. So last week, it started out with basically going to JCPenney. Y'all know, yo, girl, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't use social media to get out here and just showboat and stuff like that. I'm broke. Society basically has made it where I'm broke. All my growth in my generations, the amount of growth that I have grown, but because of inflation, like, way worse than any other inflation. Now, basically, my growth is worth nada, because now you're worse off than you were when you had way less long time ago, which makes no sense, but that's how it is. You literally cannot get by on what I make now. I would have been a well-to-do person just 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I would have been well-to-do. It's ridiculous that it's like that. So that means all of my growth has been depleted by how exponentially high everything else is going up. Now, wages are just adding addition, but costs and costs of living are being exponentially risen. So you can't keep up with it. We won't keep up with it. So I'm broke. I ain't got no money. And it's a shame. I've worked hard my whole life and I got nothing to show for it. Very little. Just cut even. Barely pay the bills. And sometimes come short away from the bills. That's crazy. I've never been in situations where I didn't have a little left over. $20, $30. No, I'm literally in the negative each month. And that's how I'm living. And I'm like, knowing, and then I am disabled and it's very hard to work. So I'm knowing that I can't just get another job. I can't even hardly work the one job I have. So my only saving grace is going to be if my YouTube channel takes off, or if I'm finally able to balance and not spend so much time working and spend more time building my own thing, which I'm gonna have to continue this because I do have several story times of these ironic, crazy things that happen just between last week and this week. And I'm like, somebody out to get me. Literally, this all cannot be coincidences. Like every turn is I'm met with some type of resistance or some type of like, it's crazy. And you start to think, girl, I gotta be just cursed. Like this literally cannot be coincidence. But I'll finish up this story once I get off of work. It's several situations that it's like an ironic move. You like, please tell me this ain't happening. How is this happening? All right, guys, I could be late for work because I ain't been watching the time, but I'm gonna figure it out, I guess. I mean, I only have two options: to fight on or to give up. It's literally it. All right, guys, here's your girl Cadillac.